What a gorgeous day to be on the road, driving to the northeast corner of Texas where I hope to visit another amazing state park. Hi, I'm Jay, and this is Caddo Lake State Park. So named for the original indigenous population, the Caddo tribe, this sign does make slight mention of the fact of the troubled history of Texas and its indigenous people. Inside the park headquarters, there's an awesome display of the nature to be found inside the park. Caddo Lake State Park, kind of like Possum Kingdom, is just one small little piece of a much larger lake. And sad that I couldn't paddle the whole thing, I'm just going to have to visit as much as I can in the one day that I have here. I don't think it's been since Paladuro Canyon that I've seen an interpretive center with such information and awesome taxidermy displays. In fact, it gives me an idea. I think it would be really cool, instead of doing a landscape painting at one of these parks, if I ever find a center like this again, to maybe do a painting on that park map depicting the region, in this case, the Piney Woods, and its naturally occurring flora and fauna. Being within the Piney Woods region, of course, the trees are amazing. The forest is lush and dark and deep, and it closes the road sort of like a leafy tunnel. I absolutely love it. But this is East Texas, and it shares more in common with the bayous and swamps of Louisiana than it does of the Wild West that most people think of with Texas. So I was thrilled to see Spanish moss in the trees and to see a lively and thriving swamp ecosystem just outside my campsite. This is crazy. This is my campsite, and I feel like I'm about to find Kermit in the bayou. Since it's already late in the day, I waste no time setting up camp and getting right to work. I would think the mosquitoes would be bad, but they're not. It's just a swamp, a mosquito-less swamp. There's some bug, I believe it's a bug, that makes a sound like a sheep. That's real interesting. This painting has a lot going for it potentially. There are the reflections of the trees in the still, shallow water. There's the warm, sunlit patch of trees beyond the foreground elements. And there's the neat Spanish moss hanging from the limbs. I chose to start this painting with a pencil drawing, giving a little indication of the overall angles and hatching in some suggestion of where shadows and moss will be. As we jump forward in the process a little bit, you may have felt in that previous segment that something wasn't quite right. And overall, it's the mood of the image because the sides are so light compared to that central group of trees. So it's pretty important to bring in the dark shadow elements that are on the sides, which will also help with the reading of the image as an overall dark scene with a little bit of light peeking through in the middle. With the painting done, it's time to hit the trail. There's very little in terms of actual hiking trails. Less than 2 miles total. But the topography shows that you do a little bit of climbing. Okay, I put on some DEET because the mosquitoes did come out as the sun was setting. Oh look. If I ever want to go fishing, I'm going to get a hike in tonight so I can wake up tomorrow and head to the next park. But that means we're going to climb some stairs and hit the CCC cut through. So, let's make the magic happen. Should go without saying since I'm in flip-flops, but Strava is on and I am walking just a little sunset stroll to close out the day. I'll save this. I'm going to go left first because of this charming little bridge. Why am I not sleeping in this palace tonight? Of course it was the CCC. 'Cause it's dope. We'll take the Pine Ridge Spur. Hopefully we'll get back before it's totally dark. Whoa! That is insanely cool. Sad about the tree though. Oh, this looks familiar. We just finished the big old loop. After a hot, humid night, the hazy sun is rising over this tranquil scene and sending me on my way, along with a wonderful farewell committee. That's been my time in Caddo Lake. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next adventure on this homeward leg of the North Piney Woods region.